Well, experience and age always play a part. I think guys lost 3 times already. Russell beat him, so he's beatable. He's not like Inoue coming here with an undefeated record. All these knockouts. So I think I think the guy's going to be. I think Filipino the Flash will be pretty confident in this fight. I think this is a fight that he feels that he can win, and this is for a vacant title, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so with a vacant title, yeah, you get a guy in the top 10. I think he's not the killer that is in the weight class. So I think I'm gonna go with him on this. To win this. I don't know if I knock out. Probably he might want to get him inside the distance. That's usually how you really guarantee it. And with that left hook he got, he's still putting him to sleep. So if this guy is not slick and avoid that power, I think you can look for Nino to knock him out.
Lou, what you think?
Man, old dog versus young dog. Before I answer, I think Junior is in here. You see him?
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, let's let Junior, the golden boy, in here. I think he's in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up, guys? My apologies, yo.
That's okay. Sorry about that.
Good.
No problem.
Yo, wait, that's Antonio Tarver. Wait, is that really Antonio Tarver?
Magic man right there, baby. You are looking at royalty right
What's
there.
up,
It's an honor, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, so right now we're talking about the undercard, Nonito Donaire and Alexandro Santiago. So Lou's giving his take on it. So we'll get around to you. We just going around.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this fight. Of course, those are the belts, like Tonio Tarver said. Those belts was relinquished because Enno he went up in weight class, so I guess he had to relinquish the belts. So now they doing a tournament, which I do like. Like you said, they always pick in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, to do the tournament. I think this is a good fight. Nonito Donaire, of course, he fought Enno twice. First time it was unanimous decision. Second time he got KO'd. I forget what round it was, but Nonito, he has some great attributes. He has he got punching power, speed, ring generalship. This man had been in with some top dogs. He's a future Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken. So every old dog always got tricks up their sleeves. So for me, and I hate to say that because it makes me feel like I'm old because I'm approaching 50, but you just don't play boxing. These guys got experience, they got angles, they got things that they can do to you to subdue your athleticism, your speed, setting traps, things like that. So I'm gonna go with Nonito Donaire because this young guy Santiago, I watched him get dominated by Gary Antonio Russell. He doesn't have the punching power. Like you say, he's 27 and like 3 or 14 knockouts. I don't think he has the skills and attributes to being there with a fighter, a future Hall of Famer, Nonito Donaire. But sometimes the hands of time shows up at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? So it might be one of those fights, may or may not. But if I had to be if I was a betting man, I'm going with the old dog, Tom. I'm going with the old experienced dog who sit in the yard, who just sit there and say, "Look, try me if you want to." That's what I'm going with, Kiki.
All right, the Filipino Flash.
That's right.
All right, Frankie. What about you?
It's all gonna come down to Donaire's skill, and then it's gonna come down to his will. Like you said, is one of his last fights approaching, and I think he wants it bad. However, like you said, Lou, Father Time it's undefeated.
Yep.
However, athletes performing at their peak longer and longer. That's what it's gonna come down to. Father Time. It's gonna come down to what he's been doing behind closed doors, and if he wants it bad enough, he's been doing the right thing. So I'm gonna put my money on Donaire.
Yes, sir.
He look like he's ready. Okay, Big, what you think?
Kind of the same thing everybody else is saying. Where's his physical state? Mentally he's saying, I want this fight. I'm in the best shape. I'm gonna go get this guy. But as we start getting older in age, we start reaching different peaks. So where's his peak at now, and how well can he perform at the age he's at now? But then again, 40 is not that old. We've seen a lot of guys fight at the age of 40 and get it done. So him being a Hall of Famer, a legend in the sport, I kind of kind of compare him with like Chocolatito and like that level of fighter, that
like
comparison of activity and what he brings to the ring. So I think he still got at least one more left in him. But like everybody else said, Father Time. What's Father Time got up his sleeve?
Okay, what about you, Junior?
I want to go with Nonito Donaire, but I want to go with my teammate Chaz, franchise, because let's really open up and unpack that whole thing about him being older. You wonder how many all them wars he's been in. He's been in a few wars. He doesn't get in stupid wars. It's wars that I have to dig deep type of wars where skill is matching type of thing. But I always tell this story, like there's so many pros that I won't name that for at a high level that I talk to, and they always say it can happen in one round. I got old in one round. Or I talked to another pro who's like, I wanted it back, but I sat on the stool. I heard the 10-second. I tried to get off the stool. My body would not let me get off the stool. And he's like, I wanted it. I wanted it bad. And those things I always think about. I always think about that type of stuff. Like, that. And in the fight game, it could just be one round. You look good, look sharp, go back, and all of a sudden the next round you're old. So if those situations don't happen, if the wear and tear isn't too bad from the in-the-way fights, he should be fine. I think he should be just fine, because what I've learned with boxing with pros all my life and being in the ring with really good pros is they see things, even if you're a smart fighter, like a smart young fighter that thinks 2-3 moves ahead, they sometimes already been there, done it, and they think 4 and 5 moves ahead, to the point where they pat you on the butt after the round and say, good job. So he always see it, and it keeps you calm, keeps you relaxed, because he already see what this kid done did, and I've been in there with 6 other guys that already did what this kid's done. So this kid got to really do double moves and try to feint, see if he can get Nonito to bite, and that would be very, very difficult to do.